Why hello there, my name is Frecris and welcome back to Let's Play Night in the Woods. Going up. That we are. Up to the next level, hopefully the microfiche is here, and it wasn't made in Canada or something. Sniff sniff. Oh wow, it's dusty up here. It's old up here. Sure is. Maybe your ghost is up here? Yep, ghost. Or something. Whatever he was. He walked through a chain link fence, or flew over it. Or something, while carrying something. Oh right, well, that's even more impressive. So we're gonna go find this guy, because he took someone, and he's like somehow connected to this thing I've been going through, and that's not good. That all sounded a lot more badass in my head. That's okay, it was fine. Alright. Microfiche it up. There's no microfiche. I don't see it. That's probably it right there. Looks kind of like a microfiche machine. Alright, there she is. Cool. Now what? So... I have no idea how to use it. Really? Ouch. I can't know how to do everything. I'm sorry, but what expertise have you brought to this thus far? This whole thing was my idea. No, your idea was ghost hunting. My idea is to do at least a tiny bit of research on it. If you think this is so stupid, why are you here? Because you're my friend, you asshole. Aw. Aw, we friends, Beatrice! Here, let me get this set up. We'll be here all night if your dumbass is in charge. Alright, so what are we looking for? I want to steer. No. Move, I'm steering. Ow. Jeez, May. I'm sorry. Okay. How do we do this? Step 1, look at the screen. Step 2, move around and look at stuff. Step 3, find a ghost. Sure. Special things happening at Possum Jump. Two local sweethearts startled this past Sunday night as they hiked along the wood overlook known as Possum Jump. According to the Lovebirds, at approximately 11:45 a.m., a figure appeared to walk from the edge of the cliff out into the open air, and then they disappeared. Forestry workers the next morning were unable to locate any evidence of anyone having leapt from the great height, leaving the exact nature of what the two saw a mystery. A decent hike up to the state forest hills, Possum Jump is famous for its beautiful view of the Echo Reservoir. It also holds historical importance as it hosts the lonely graves of several persons involved in the Possum Massacre. Opinion line. Deep Hollow County mourns. Final group of bodies from the 1888 explosion have been recovered 2 days shy of the 1-year anniversary of the tragedy. These 5 men bring the total of dead to 112. 2 of the men, Addison Pine and Henry Harvey, were the ones who set off the explosion. Although mine bosses had been informed that gas pockets were present in the section, they elected not to inform Pine and Harvey of the possible danger. The other 3 bodies belonged to Peter Bledsoe, Christian Stanoff, and Peter Latha. We'll just go with Latha. Peter Latha's funeral arrangements will be handled by Father Litzis, as the man's widow has since returned to Hungary with his 2 orphans. Sorry if I said that wrong, because I don't know anything about Hungarian names. Strange but True, a tale of teeth. I like teeth. So, Strange but True is our ongoing series about the weird and forgotten aspects of Deep Hollow County history and culture, published weekly. Bad bosses figure heavily into Possum Springs history, and this morbid tale of a crime and secret societies is no exception. The story goes, in 1870, a local mine boss was skimming workers on their pay. A group of the miners confronted him while he was in the act. He denied everything with many a slur and punched the miners' leader, Darnell Glace, in the face, causing him to lose his last remaining tooth. The miners knew how much Darney's tooth meant to him, and they descended on the boss. A few held the boss down while others removed all of his teeth with pliers. Oh, the teeth were passed out. Oh, Grandpa has a tooth. The teeth were passed out to the miners, and a secret society was created with a vow to protect the workers' interests. Membership was based on owning one of these teeth, and each was marked with a symbol of their choosing. These symbols were used around the coal patch to organize meetings and make announcements. The boss survived his attack but never named his attackers for fear of implicating himself. When died a few years later, members dug up his grave to retrieve his skull. It was used in ceremonies performed before going out for retribution. All would gather round, place their teeth into the sockets, and later retrieve their tooth after the retribution was completed. Upon a member's death, their tooth would be passed to a new member. Teeth of the members in jail would be left in their socket until their fates were decided. After the strike of 1889, the society dwindled. Occasionally, a descendant of one of these men will find a tooth with strange markings in their home. Strange but true! I found a tooth. Alright, well... Possum Massacre. Well, I guess I'm gonna read all of these. Severe violence broke out at the Stafford mine strike today. The buses arrived to attempt to renew talks and were taunted by some of the children present. Rocks were thrown at the National Guard as strike breakers opened fire on the crowd. After a few minutes, the smoke cleared and the gory scene revealed. 9 miners are dead with a dozen more injured. A young brother and sister were also shot dead as they were delivering a package of food to their father and uncle who was on strike below when the shooting broke out. The photograph of the 2 children aged 7 and 9 who were shot in cold blood has circulated far outside of our little county. The heinous act led to a personal visit from the governor to the strike site to meet with the strikers. Independent inspectors were also brought in and talks finally began 45 days after the start of the strike. The bosses have agreed to comply to the current safety standards and to honor the demands of the miners. Events. Last trolley will make its run September 4th. Brennan Gloss, the longest employee with 25 years as an operator, will pick up passengers starting at the Market Street tunnel entrance and will end at the trolley garage where light refreshments will be served and a speech will be given by the Congressman Archibald Reed. The Twin Club will be meeting at the Stags on Wednesday night at 6. This month's craft will be knitted hats for the soldiers along with a potluck. All mothers of twins of any age are welcome. The old store in Town Center. The old Pickaxe hardware store is set to have its grand opening this Saturday. We received a sneak peek from the store yesterday, and our town will benefit greatly from this new addition. Roy Burge is bringing 25 years of building experience into his new venture and has stocked the shelves with all the nuts, bolts, and nails you would need for any project, plus the latest in tools. Stop by to see the latest trends, everything from handsaws to hammers. Best of luck, Mr. Burge. Strike at the Stafford mine has been called. The idea first arose after the memorial for the 1888 explosion victims. Miners gathered in the home of Arthur Borowski to continue the memorial to their friends. They also began recounting all of the promises the bosses had reneged on this past year, including basic safety measures to avoid another explosion. A group of 20 miners entered the mines to begin the strike, and 30 more joined them before morning. All work has been stopped at the mine, and the miners are now striking in 8-hour shifts. Their wives and children have begun to bring food and water to the men. The bosses have stated that the mines are safer than they were a year ago, and that there is no need to act in this manner. Local ghost Little Joe at it again. As the school children are quick to inform you, Possum Springs has at least one resident who won't show up on any census survey. Little Joe, purportedly the ghost of Joe Shade, a miner who died in mysterious circumstances some decades ago, is a favorite spook story of the whimsical and weird members of our community. His most recent activities seem to involve getting up out of his coffin in the old section of Possum Springs Cemetery and strolling around, unnerving visitors to the largest graveyard in Deep Hollow County. His grave has become a destination for unruly and often destructive local youths. As such, Possum Springs City Council is considering erecting an iron gate to protect the historical tombstones that fill the small hollow where Joe Shade lies buried. Police have also stepped up patrols in the area, so be warned, thrill seekers. You may not see a ghost, but you may see a fine for trespassing. Sammy Coulson has purchased 10 acres of land on the outskirts of Possum Springs. When we inquired as to what Mr. Coulson would use the land for, he would only remark that what was coming here would delight both young and old for years to come. We are anxious and delighted. Jeez. There's so much. What am I supposed to do? Oh. This is interesting, but yeah, not exactly about a ghost. Okay. Hey. Ghost spotted. Historical Society? Yeah, I've never been. You didn't go back in school? I think this was when I wasn't in school. Oh, after the softball incident. Yeah, I mostly just watched TV and did therapy. Well, it's actually a pretty cool old house. Used to be owned by one of the mine owners or something? Railroad, mine, steel mill, something like that. An actual haunted house? No. Elementary school kids are there all the time. They have like summer arts and crafts programs. Oh, well, still worth checking out. Okay. Let me go back to the tooth thing. Oh wow, this is gnarly and awesome. Haha. Oh my god. Oh, okay, that's all we're gonna say about it. No ghosts to be found here. The way you say ghost sounds like you don't believe me. This one? No ghost. No ghost here. Oh, look! Scooch so I can see. Graveyard, that's a gimme. I mean, if you're looking for ghost stuff, that's where they make a lot of them. Looks like they saw him in the old section. Oh cool, that's where the grave is. I'm actually interested in that. How could you not be interested? It's like actual dangerous ghost stuff. I like history. Ghosts are history. History that won't stay history. That's actually pretty good. Okay. Hey, look at this! Yeah. Looks like Possum Jump? Let me read it. It's Possum Jump. Oh yeah, that's back up on the state park, right? Yeah. Ever been up there? Nope. Gonna check it out, though. Go nuts. It's actually probably only a mile or so from Miss Miranda's house. Back up in the hills. All kinds of stuff up there. Well, I'll try to avoid any basements or corpse husbands. Co-signed. Okay, well that's like 3 leads. Let's boogie. Let's boogie. Also, is that it? Yeah. 3 clues. We got 3 leads. You're a regular detective. Mae Borowski, a detective of ghosts. Alright, let's go. That took too long. And I read half of them. So, we've got some leads. Can I borrow your car this week? Do you even have a license? I mean, no, regardless, but do you? No. No license, no credit cards, don't believe in money. You just believe in other people's cars and money. I didn't choose to be born in this society. Okay, well, I have, a job. So I can't drive you around to all of these spots. I can maybe do the graveyard. I need to go there anyway. Cool, I'll see if Greg wants to do the other 2. And I probably don't have to say this, but just because something happened in the past, doesn't mean it's going to happen again. Hey nerd, ever hear that history repeats? It does. It does the same thing over and over again. So, we've just been in a loop since we were living in caves? Yeah, that's science. Oh my freaking god. Yep. Ahem. What is... Shh. Is that Miss Kelsey? Oh wow, I haven't seen her since graduation. She was always kind of a badass. School district did not fund that art program at all, but she made it work. She was like some sort of art teacher survivalist. Wow, I never realized. I think they pay her in bits of string and empty soda cans. Thank you all for coming to this second meeting of the Possum Springs Poetry Society. Do you want to stick around for this? Yeah. Tonight we have new poems from myself and Fisherman Jones, and Selma Ann Forrester. I will start us off with one of my own. She's from some big city, right? They don't actually pay her in string, right? Yes, May, they literally pay her in string. I was just joking. Right. Ahem. Letter to my worst student. To my worst student, the subject of my stories, I tell friends back home. When they ask me about life, out here in the sticks, it's you. I worry. At the end of my life, You will be the only one I remember. Why did you key my car? I know it was you. Brian. Thanks, everyone. Is that legal? What? Talking about details about students like that. She didn't name names. Yeah, she did. Okay, no full names. Next up, Fisherman Jones. Fisherman Jones has a poem for us. Two poems. They're short, though. 2 poems. Take it away. Hi, folks. Thanks. This is called Tunnel Eels. Tunnel eels, I do not know how it feels to be in darkness all the time, born in muck and raised in slime. But neither do you know paths I've trudged, so it hardly is your place to judge. Okay, that's 1 poem. The next one is shorter. This one is called Tunnel Frogs. Tunnel Frog swims in the dark, must think it would be a lark to be a fisherman like me, but what do you know, amphibi? That's great, thank you, Fisherman Jones. Dude is really worried about that fish thing, or what fish think. He definitely talks to the actual fish. Most definitely. Finally, a poem by Selma Ann Forrester. Yay, Selmers! Thanks, May. You know her? Dude, she's like your neighbor. Ah. She writes these really funny, dorky short poems. I'm up for something short and funny. This is called There's No Reception in Possum Springs. She's not wrong. No reception here. I wave my black phone. In the air like a flare, like a prayer, but no reception. I read on the internet, baby-faced boy billionaire. Phone app sold me more money in one day than my family over 100 generations. More than my whole world ever has. World warehouse buying jobs became rent-paying jobs, became living with family jobs. Boy billionaires. Money is access to politicians, waiting for us to die, lead in our water, alcohol, and painkillers. Replace my job with an app, replace my dreams of a house and a yard, with a couch in the basement. The future is yours! Forced 24/7 entrepreneurs. I just want a paycheck and my own life. I'm on the couch in the basement, and they're in the house and the yard. Some night I will catch a bus out to the West Coast, and burn their Silicon City to the ground. That wasn't short or funny. But it was good. Holy shit. Wow, damn. Huh. She rhymed entrepreneur. I don't even know what that word means. Thanks, everyone. Is she always like this? No. Wow. Huh. Thanks, everyone. See you in 2 weeks. Hey, Selmers. What? I liked your weird poem. Thanks. I wrote it myself. Wait, was that the assumption that she didn't write it herself? Nice work, Smelmer. I don't like that nickname. What are you two? Sorry. That's cool. Can we go now? No. Poets of Possum Springs. Okay, thanks for coming. We live here. Right, so... Find out anything about your ghost? Yeah. Tell 'em, B. There were some newspaper clippings that talked about a ghost. Not just any ghost, Little Joe. I don't really remember Little Joe. He's a ghost miner. He died in mysterious circumstances. Wow! I know, right? Mysterious. I thought you were, afraid of this ghost. Filled with dread and shit? I'm terrified! Okay. So, it mentioned 3 different places we can all check out. I have to work and stuff. Yeah, Greg and I also have work. You guys skip out on work all the time. Maybe we can, split this up. Share custody of you and your ghost. What places were you thinking about? The graveyard. I call that one. It's close and not illegal. Is there an illegal one? Sure is, the Historical Society. You know, you don't have to, break in. The people there, get paid to show it to you. Anyway, I'm in for the Historical Society. Awesome. So what did I get stuck with? Possum Jump. I know Possum Jump. We used to go there in Scouts. Perfect. Okay, I need to, like, actually get home and do work. This is gonna be awesome. And also, I'm scared to death. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this here. I'll talk to Dad in the next episode. So thank you very much for joining me. Check out annotations for other videos that I've done. Like, subscribe, comment, and all the other fun stuff in the YouTubes down there. Hopefully I'll see you in my next video, and my freckly face is out of here. Bye!